tellin' what it mean. When I pull up on the scene, like, let's get it, no limit. I get her, way clean. I whip it, the biggest, a boss, the dream. Go down. I had to level up the team. Loud, now it's rebel everything. The B, the E, the S, the T, the G, the R, the A, the T. Now it's rebels on your scene. It's the season with the time light. Somebody tell them get their mind right. Catch me speeding through the traffic with the limelights. Headed to my future, that's the limelight. G-O-A-T, Z-O, that's pay me. We woke, they sleep, we cold, and they weak. No need to ask the question, cause we showing up. Cause when it's going down, bet we going up. Sound, I had to level up the team. Loud, now it's rebel everything. Let's get it, no limit. I get her, way clean. I whip it, the biggest, a boss, the dream. Sound, I had to level up the team. Loud, now it's rebel everything. The B, the E, the S, the T, the G, the R, the A, the T. Yeah. Now it's rebel everything. Now it's rebels on your scene. Go. Yeah. Drop down to get at 'em. Lock down like it's practice. Pop out to get active. They ask who was the ruler. Right now I'm the captain. They love cause we the shooters. We team up and go tag 'em. Yeah. Sound. I had to level up the team. Loud. Now it's rebel everything. Let's get it, no limit. I get her, way clean. I whip it, the biggest, a boss, the dream. Sound. I had to level up the team. Loud. Now it's rebel everything. The E, the S, the T, the G, the O,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another week of high school football here on WKTY. Coming to you live on WKTYsports.com/HHS or your Holmen Vikings app on your Roku TV. I am Teague Fenwick. Joining me on the call tonight is my broadcast partner and the production king himself, Scott Willinger. Here we are, folks, so week 2 of a Mississippi Valley Conference action, and boy, we had the 5-way tie last year, and in week 1 get off to a romping start. As if you were tuned into us last week, Holmen beat Onalaska 19-15 on a 72-yard halfback pass with just over a minute to go, and held on to beat the Hilltoppers. This week, the Spartans travel to town. They have a new head coach with Nick Kingeter. They head into town to take on the Vikings. Holmen's 1-0 in conference. Sparta's 0-1. They lost to Logan last week, 43-21. But don't let that score deceive you. It was a 21-20 in favor of the Spartans in the second half. And Scott, there's one thing we've noticed. I've got to give credit to Adam Dow, who I believe has moved on to a different role, but he really turned around this Spartan program. They're well coached. They know how to use their personnel, and it's really cool. It's just a great high school sports story to see. You can never look past the Sparta football team anymore.
Yeah, last year, I mean, it was kind of a one-sided contest with Holmen against Sparta, but with that, you get all those young underclassmen getting experience and coming back, and they showed in week 1 of conference play against Logan. It was close the whole game, through 3 quarters, right? And then Logan ran away with it in the fourth quarter. So I'd expect a little bit of the same tonight.
And talking to the coaches down, and it was a bit of a wake-up call for the Vikings last night. 2-0. I think feel a little confident coming into the game against Onalaska, and a wake-up call where we're blessed to come away with a victory at the end. And now this week, the coach is saying a little more focus in a practice, and they're hoping to see that reflected tonight. If you look at the stats, we'll actually start with the Spartans here, Scott. Here's what the Vikings are facing off against tonight. The Spartans will love to throw the ball. They love to throw it deep. Look at Everett Laufenberg's stats here. 26 for 54 through the air, less than 50 completion percentage. 482 yards, that's almost 20 yards of completion. 6 touchdowns through the air in just 3 games on the year. Some of his favorite targets, Caden Catt, 14 catches, 268 yards, 4 touchdowns. Gus Tripp, 6, 167 and 2. And Logan Engel has 4 catches, 47 yards and a touchdown. Rushing last year, we saw the same story. Camden McTaggart leading the way on the ground attack for the Spartans. 61 carries, 340 yards, over 5 yards a carry for McTaggart. And Hunter Huntington, love to see the alliteration. 14 carries for 70 yards, so pretty steady attack, both in the passing and a rushing game. Now let's look at the Holmen Vikings. Scott, we get to list 2 guys leading the passing game after last week. Colin Williams, 5 for 9, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the year. And Jack Barth with an unprecedented over 1,000 passer rating, according to GoBound at Wisconsin.com. 1 for 1, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. The beneficiary of that touchdown, of course, Mr. Ryland Eichhoff. Of course, when you think Holmen Viking football, you think of the triple option attack. The 4-headed beast of Eli Kane with over 300 yards and 6 touchdowns. Barth with 259 yards, 14 yards a carry, and 3 touchdowns. Alish now with 2 touchdowns on the ground this year. And Colin Williams, 8 rushes, 100 yards, 2 carries. We are going to be listening to the national anthem here in just a moment. We'll get back for some keys of the game here at Empire Stadium and MVC play on WKTY.
Concessions are available at the concession stand at the stadium entrance. They are brought to you by the Holmen Booster Club, and all profits benefit our students in their co-curricular activities. In case of inclement weather or an emergency, there are 2 double-door gates, which will be located at the south and east sides of the stadium beside the main entrance. Bathrooms are located on each side of the main entrance. At athletic training here tonight is provided by Empathy, Gunnison Health System. The game is broadcast tonight by WPTY and Huddle TV Network. Now, at this time, will you please rise and wave your hats for our national anthem, sung by Holmen High School freshmen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And another great national anthem by Holmen, a freshman, Adeline Daly, to get the festivities started here tonight. Scott, youth football tonight, as we are going to see over 100 Vikings youth players take the field at halftime this evening. A couple keys to the game tonight, Scott. I mean, we take a look at the stats. Also, defensively for the Spartans, David Fabry leads the way with 18 tackles. Hunter Huntington and Camden McTaggart, 29 combined tackles. So I think we're going to be calling a lot of Huntington and McTaggart with what we see with the box score coming in. Of course, for the Vikings, you want to guess who the tackle leader is for Holmen.
That might be junior inside linebacker Mason Fleury.
Indeed it is, with 28.5 sacks. His running mate Parker Spa on the inside of that linebacking core, 17 tackles. John Faraday with 15 tackles to his name. Couple of keys to the game for myself tonight, Scott. Just from what we talked about last week, Holmen has to play a clean game. We see how well their offense works, how much of a rhythm they can get when they play a clean game. You aren't going to be able to win many games with turnovers. The defense needs to keep the ball in front of them. They need to play disciplined, whether it be zone or man. They got to be locked in on their assignment. And the last thing, and one thing that Alaska had that we won't see a lot of other teams have is about 600 pounds of defensive tackle on their interior line. Can we find a way, will the Vikings be able to find a way to exploit that inside line of the Spartans and really open up that aspect of their running game we didn't get to see last week? And anything else on the game tonight here, Scott, before we get underway?
Yeah, I think the secondary is going to be tested this week probably. You know, we saw last week a lot of quick passes by Onalaska, Ian Cole, and that didn't allow for a lot of penetration by that big D-line that Holmen has. So we'll see, you know, with the stats that Laufenberg has, if they go to the air quite a bit, and we'll see how well our DBs do. And kind of like you said, the turnovers are going to be a key thing. A lot of times you don't overcome 4 turnovers in a game. So Holmen got lucky last week, and defense held strong, and they came away with the victory. So we'll see if they can play a clean game tonight.
Here we go. Vikings kicking off from a left to right to the Spartans. The Brock star, Brock Needham, looking to add to his touchback tally this year. And ball is up. Week 4 of high school football action is underway. And number 5 fielded for the Spartans did not get far. That was Caden Cat. Not even getting to the 20-yard line. Great hustle there by the Viking kickoff team as the Sparta offense takes the field. Or first-year coach Nick Kingeter.
And we saw that last week, too. Special teams played a big, big part in the game last week.
Yeah, this defense and only giving up 15 points the amount of times their backs were against the wall. Truly a valiant effort, and we'll see Sparta come out in a 3-by-1 set, one man in the backfield for their quarterback, Laufenberg. Laufenberg looking to his right, and a quick pass up the middle to Cat, who gets up to the 28-yard line. We'll take a look here, Scott, at the Holmen defense. Starting for Spartans come out 3 receivers to their left now. We'll look at the Spartan offense after this 2nd down and 1. And it will be a give up the middle, and stuffed is McTaggart. Barely gets back to the line. He'll set up 3rd down and short. Scott, we'll take a look at that Sparta offense here before this 3rd down attempt. Right now for Sparta. Third down and 2 as the Spartans come out. 2 men to the left, 2 to the right. So a 2-by-2 set. Lined up in pistol is Laufenberg. And another give up middle to McTaggart, who had a lot of room to operate. Scoots all the way up to the 40-yard line for a Sparta 1st down. Scott, we know Holmen has a pretty imposing presence up front. I think there may have been a stunt called on that play or something, because it almost just looked like a good play call, and McTaggart had a lot of
he did.
A lot of space there in that A gap.
McTaggart getting a lot of yards up the middle, which is not something we see quite a lot against this front line and middle linebacking core of Holmen. So they're almost guessing that there was a little bit of a stunt going on.
Huntington in motion. Another give to McTaggart off to the left and tackled by Kane. 2nd down and 5. The Sparta 45-yard line. Laufenberg in the in the shotgun. McTaggart to his right. Huntington in motion. You'll see a lot of motion from the Spartans tonight. And now give to Huntington with McTaggart, the lead blocker, and finally met by Herman. Set up 3rd down and a short.
It looks like he just made the line to gain there.
And we are right on the line, Scott. That must, it's a bad look by me there.
Well, I didn't see the motion to move the chains, but somebody down there took the initiative and started moving them anyways.
Another fresh set of downs for Sparta right at midfield. 2 men to Laufenberg's left. It'll be a give to the right, almost like a read option, and McTaggart beats a man to the edge. Flag thrown in the area of holding. Don't be surprised to see this one come back.
And Teague talking with some folks from Sparta, a little bit earlier, they said last week, part of Sparta's game plan was to run a lot, eat up that clock. I mean, you know that Holmen's got those big plays and can score pretty quick. So the less time that you can give Holmen with the ball, the better for Sparta.
Well, that's been the recipe, too. Works out perfect for the Spartans. Been the recipe the last couple of weeks for the Vikings. As this drive already 4 minutes, but now first down and 20 for Sparta. Engel in motion. Will be a give to McTaggart and swallowed up in the backfield. Oh, sorry, that was Huntington.
Forward progress stopped right at the line.
Good interior push there. Those front three of the Vikings.
Yeah, nice to see Smith back out there this week after
Bit of a
take a
scare.
little bit of time off midway through the game last week.
Well, even
With
cool
what-
for Smith. Came back in later in the game
And was
made an impact.
Key in some of those stops.
On Laufenberg, short pass. Oh, and it dropped.
Incomplete. Nope, they're calling it a catch and fumble on the ground.
So Huntington with the Sparta bounce. Third down and 16.
And because that ball progressed forward, it can't advance the ball on a fumble, so it's right where he was downed.
We have personnel change for the Spartans. Laufenberg in the pistol. Takes the snap. And gets the throw off quickly, had to, and a catch by Cat.
Leaves them with 3rd and 3. 4? Or I'm sorry,
Fourth and
4th and 3.
three.
4th and 3. I had 3 on the mind.
And not even a question. Sparta keeping their offense on the field. Nice poise there by Laufenberg. Pocket collapsing somewhat quickly. And able to fire the pass off. Taking a page out of the Onalaska playbook, right? Quick passes. We've seen a couple
Right.
slants already. Big 4th down to start the game. It seems to be a recurring theme every week. Laufenberg rolling to his left on the play action, looking deep and just a bit deep for the intended target, Gus Tripp. And the Vikings offense will get their first possession of the game in favorable starting territory on their own 45.
It looked like a good play call there by Sparta, but just a little overthrown. And actually, I mean, 4th and 3, I'm surprised they didn't try and run it or at least try and draw Holmen off sides, but we'll see what Holmen can do on their first possession
And
here.
Holmen with some tight splits, almost, Scott, I think maybe an unbalanced formation. Barth in motion, a pitch to Barth, cuts inside, up to the 50, tries to stiff arm, and eventually tackled by Huntington. Well, immediately move the chains for the Vikings, and we'll take a look at this Holmen offense. Of course. After this next first down. Looks like Eichhoff and Peterson split out to the right and left. Barth in motion. And Williams keeping it. Pulling from the back. That's big man from Sparta, Liam Zerti, one of their tackle leaders. Second down and a 6. The rest of this Viking offense battling in the trenches up front.
Bigger than the line that we had when I played, for sure. And we had some big boys.
Williams under center, 2nd down and 6. And a give this time to Kane, who met right away by Huntington. Still good push by the line. Set up a 3rd down and 5. Quick look at the Sparta defense. Andrew Carney. Third down and 5 for Holmen, now in Sparta territory. Alish in motion. And the give it to Kane, who breaks through one tackle, fought through the crowd.
Looks like he
and gets to
got
the
it
30.
first down by about half a yard there.
Yeah, about the 37-36. And there is the call. 1st down, Holmen. 3:33 to go. A little late on this, but the Vikings, maroon hats, maroon jerseys, black pants, Spartans, red helmets, white jerseys, red pants. 1st down and 10. Alish in motion in a speed option. Williams opts to keeps it, cuts up, and flag thrown and in holding territory. That was another thing we saw last week, Scott, that will be interesting to see if it plays a factor this week. So many penalties between the Hilltoppers and the Vikings that swung the game one way or another. Now we've seen matching holding penalties so far between the Spartans and Holmen.
Yeah, I mean, first couple of games of the year, pretty clean games, not a whole lot of penalties. And then last week, that all kind of flipped, and Holmen ended up with 4 turnovers, quite a few penalties. Anna with a lot of penalties. That really shot them. They shot themselves in the foot with those.
Now 1st down and 20 after the holding assess. The clock running now under 2 minutes 45 seconds in the opening quarter. Alish in motion, another speed option. Williams keeps it again and swallowed up by the Spartan defense, and ball came loose. See what the call is at the bottom of the pile.
I don't think anybody's going to let go of that willingly.
And it will stay a Viking football. Nice play there. Connor Dagner showing off his athleticism and jumping on that one. 2nd down and 18 for Holmen. Ball at the Sparta 42. Peterson split out to the left. And Williams looking deep for Barth, wide open, and Barth catches it. Cuts through one defender and all the way up to the 3-yard line. Williams showing off his arm. And what a pitch and catch there for the Vikings. We'll get one more look at that. Great play fake, by the way. And Barth was left wide open up that seam. The bread and butter passing play for the Vikings this year. Now 1st down and goal at the 4. Jakai Ed now split out to the right. Some time on offense. Now Barth taking the pitch and jogs into the end zone. Touchdown of Vikings to get on the board first here in this Week 4 tilt. Set up by the almost 40-yard completion from Williams to Barth. And Bartha capping off that drive. Great blocking to finish it, and here come the umbrellas, Scott.
Yeah, I looked at the forecast. I didn't think it was supposed to be raining tonight till about midnight, but
and point after is up, and Needham bangs it in. That'll be 7-0 for the Vikings. We'll take a 45-second break and be back with more MVC football here on WKTY.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
For any plumbing problem, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to high school football on WKTY. Needham set to kick off after the Vikings got on the board first with 1:03 to go in the opening quarter. Back deep to return is Cat. And it looks like Parker Benish as well. And short kick, actually. Nice field there by Huntington. Takes it at the 30. Falls on it at the 30, I should say. And the Sparta offense will take the field yet again. A good drive to start for the Spartans. Stalled by that penalty play. Stopped with a turnover on downs. We'll see how they adjust here, especially, Scott. Rain starting to fall might affect this heavy passing game of Sparta.
yeah, I think it's just a light rain, so that's going to pass hopefully pretty quick. But yeah, ball control is going to be a big key here. Footing.
2x2 set for Sparta. Give to McTaggart right off the hip of the guard and gets to the 40. McTaggart with some wide open lanes to run through on some of these inside rushes.
Yeah, 7 to 10 yards per rush on these inside carries.
Between McTaggart and Huntington, they are averaging over 5 yards a clip between the two of them. So the Sparta offense efficient. They're undefeated coming into conference play. We'll take a look at the MVC standings at the conclusion of this down. Fresh set of downs for Sparta. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Offenberg takes the snap again to McTaggart, and McTaggart just leveled.
Ran into
by
the brick
Tristan
wall
Brennan.
of Tristan Brennan.
And once he gets a hold of you, it is a game over most of the time. Now 2nd down and 11. And Scott, it's either been 10 yards or negative yards. Not really anything in between on this Spartan rushing game at the moment. That will be the end of the first quarter, so we'll flip fields, take a 60-second break, and be back with more MVC action on WKTY. Vikings 7, Sparta 0.
When your car's in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to high school football on a WKTY. Start of the second quarter action here at Empire Stadium as the Vikings lead the Spartans 7-0. Spartans driving. The second down at 11 at their own 39. This offense is dangerous. They pick up chunk yards and fast. Laufenberg rolling to his right. Not a lot of space to run. And wrapped up and fumble as well. And falling on it is Aiden Smith. Huge play for the senior defensive end.
Let's take another look at that pressure there, Teague.
Wow.
Nice hit by.
You got to give credit to, I think, was it Brennan that set it up originally, and Smith came in, cleaned things up. Maybe seen the rain playing a part there as well, but huge turnover in favor of the Vikings. Now starting off the second quarter with very favorable field position. The speed option, and I think there may have been a false start there. Something looked a little off kilter at the start of the play. We'll see if the mics are working for the officials.
Sure do like those mics.
And it is a false start for the offense. There may have been a miscommunication up at the line, as it'll be first down and 15. Second penalty of the night for the Vikings. Holmen looking to extend their Mississippi Valley record to 2-0. Sparta looking to get on the board, 0-1 after opening week last week in the conference. Another speed option. Pitch to Alish. Tries to find the alley, and nice vision there by the Vikings senior. And second down into 15. Sorry, first down and 15. Now it'll be second down and 11. Seen that speed option used a few times tonight, so Coach Kowalski must have saw something he liked with that Sparta scheme. Trying to play it to his advantage.
You got 5 up in the box, so getting outside.
Oh, the pitch to Barth cuts through, and another toss, another touchdown. Time in the form of a 23-yard rush by Jack Barth. And the Vikings go up 13-0. Capitalizing off the takeaway from the Spartans. We'll get another look here as they set up for the PAT. But, Scott, look at the blocking. We all know about Barth. Look at Alish. Great block inside. Give him the Pancake of the Week award early on in this game. And great blocking by Eichhoff there as well from that split spot. Kick is up. It is good, and it'll be now 14-0 for the Vikings. We'll take a 45-second break and be back on WKTY.
Fuel your day with the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Enjoy weekly flavors with Wonder State coffee and delicious treats from the area's top bakeries. Swing by the drive-thru or relax inside. Visit the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Get to know them better at thegrindholmen.com.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Welcome back, folks, to high school football on WKTY. Teague Fenwick joined by Scott Willinger. We come back to the action. Vikings with a quick strike off the turnover to start off the second quarter. This is what we saw in the first couple games with Holmen. maybe a slower start in the first half of that opening quarter, but once this team gets rolling on both sides of the ball, it is hard to contain them. Ball will be fielded by Sparta at about the 5. Cat looking to cut off to the left end. A lot of room to run. A couple of men to beat for Cat, and a chase down by Eichhoff. Needham in on the tackle as well. Usually scary stuff when it gets to the kicker, but when you have Brock Needham back there as your safety valve, you feel pretty good it won't go to the house.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty athletic, and, you know, he's going to close and get that tackle, so good safety valve to have there.
A nice cut there by Cat. Good wedge by the Spartans. Not often you'll see this Holmen, a kickoff team, give up plays this deep. But now the Spartans down 14-0 with the chance to give themselves a little momentum in this game. Viking 44-yard line. Oh, and 2 men went into motion. That will be a penalty on Sparta. Again, self-inflicted wounds here for the offense. First down and 15. Offenberg in the pistol, man in motion. And a give up the middle to McTaggart. Brennan, Spa. One more Viking in on that tackle. Short gain. Second down and 13.
Sparta's had some success running up the middle, but for the most part, the interior line and linebacking crew have made the stops that they need to.
2 men to the right, 2 to the left for Sparta. They'll give up the middle to McTaggart on the draw, and there it is again, that front 7 of Holmen as Mason Fleury.
And on the tackle, Smith.
Set up 3rd down and 10. .9:48 remaining in the second quarter. Try to keep track of the other Mississippi Valley games taking place tonight. Offenberg with the snap. Play action, rolls out to his right. Aiden Smith in his face, and another sack for Aiden Smith.
Great pressure.
Fourth down and about 20.
You know, and we saw that last week at the end of the game when Onalaska had to try and make some deep passes. The pass protection just isn't there. That pocket's going to collapse with the pressure from that front line.
Now the Sparta punt team taking the field. It's like it's David Fabry in the back. Set to punt. Barthen Faraday. Back deep to return. Oh, and a fake by the Spartans. Pass, and just throwing a little too short, completed. But all that will do is push Holmen's starting position back a little bit. Scott, that snap fooled me for a moment. Did it fool the cameraman is the real question.
It did. Actually, I missed the fake snap as I was watching that back judge start to count. And that actually probably worked out in Holmen's favor because pretty good field position there, depending on how well their punter punts.
This Holmen offense takes the field yet again. Scott, I like the play call, but I think there's a little too much yardage for the Spartans to cover in that situation.
Well, I think they were just trying to look for some spark, right?
And this Holmen offense with all the momentum as Williams cuts up and tackled at the 47. McTaggart in on the play.
You know, and it's not pretty, Teague, these inside runs, getting 1-2 yards at a time, but it's keeping the defense honest for those big outside runs.
Well, and Scott, if you want to win the close games, which if the team wants to make a playoff run, right, you're going to have those. You have to be able to have the long, sustained drives as well. Those matter just as much, if not more, than the home run shots.
Well, and you got to keep that defense fresh, too.
Second down and 7. Peterson and Eichhoff split out. And a midline triple. Ball was given to Kane, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. Work there by the front 7 of Sparta. Anytime you can limit Eli Kane to 2 yards, you know, got a pretty solid defensive play.
Sparta's defense, you know, they're stacked up front. They're running a 5-2. A lot of guys on that front line there.
Yeah, almost a bare front, but that's why we've been seeing success on the outside for the Vikings. And a play-action boot. Williams looking for a man. Tries to find Eichhoff and almost intercepted by Benish. 4th down and 6, and 3 and out for the Vikings.
You know, it didn't result in a first down, Teague, but I liked that play call.
Yeah, set up the fake well. It was just well covered, too, by Benish. And it looks like Needham, the kicking specialist this year, back to punt. And it gets it off. Almost close contact there with the punter. Sparta returner backing off, and it will be Spartan ball at their own 15-yard line. Scott coming into the night, the rest of the lay of the land for the Mississippi Valley. Top of the conference, Holmen, La Crosse Central, La Crosse Logan, Toma, all picking up wins last week. 0-1 coming into week 2 of MVC play. Baraboo, Onalaska, Reedsburg, and Sparta. And you talk about some interesting results. I think a lot of folks thinking Reedsburg might be the slight favorite coming in to this year. And right away, that MVC madness showing. La Crosse Central beating them 35-28 last week.
Right, and Reedsburg is at Onalaska tonight, so
a big one.
So
pivotal
be
match.
Interested to see how the result of that game turns out.
Huntington in motion. Penalty. Didn't see anyone jump on defense. So
no, another false start.
Right now, a lot of motion with this Sparta offense that we've seen in the last decade. Some things that you might see cleaned up at this juncture in the year.
I'll reach out to one of our field reporters and find out how the Onalaska-Reedsburg game is going.
Yeah, Scott, you have some friends in low places that just know how to get us the answers and fast. We got 1st down and 15. Trips to the right, one man to the left. Quick pass, inside screen to Cat, and Alish and Herman in on the tackle. All twos across the board there, Scott, with Alish and Herman.
I know those friends in low places that I have, I believe that they are watching us too, so if they hear this, feel free to send us a text.
The 2nd down and 13. Sparta starting to air it out a little more. Laufenberg looking up the middle, and Cat reaches up and snatches that ball out of the night air. It'll be 1st down for Sparta.
You know, and I think we talked about it a little bit earlier. If the quarterback, if Laufenberg has a little bit of time, he can throw it. So we're going to see how well, if our D-line doesn't get that pressure, how well our secondary and linebackers handle that passing attack.
First down and 10, Sparta at their own 29. Give it to McTaggart, bounces off tackle, and showing great agility, gets up to the 36. Second down and 3. 5:15 remaining in the second quarter.
You can probably see on your screen, rain's coming down a little bit harder now.
Man in motion, and again, will be false start, second down and 8. We're about 4 or 5 penalties for the Spartans.
And it's just killers.
Even if you think in the grand scheme of things, 5 yards isn't a lot. It's just something that kind of stunts your momentum.
Well, you got to change up your play call a little bit, maybe. I mean, you could have been, even if you only got 1-2 yards on that second down play, then you're left with 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
And in this case, I mean, every yard against the Vikings defense, you earn for sure. McTaggart trying to find a gap and slowed up.
Bouncing off of Tristan Brennan's backside and kind of snuck out for a couple more yards.
Spod get credited for the tackle. 3rd down and 4.
Official timeout here, holding the play clock up.
Sparta going to try to sustain this drive, win the time of possession battle as well. And a throw out to the left, and a pass interference call. I'm guessing that's what it'll be against Alish. We'll take one more look.
I wasn't able to capture that one, Teague.
Just kidding. We won't take one more look. You can take another look later.
Just take our word for it. It looked like AJ.
It looked like the play was at completion by the time.
And it looked like he was going for the ball and no contact, but.
It'll be an automatic first down for Sparta regardless. Now we'll move them right to the 50-yard line.
So you got to think Sparta's probably going to end up using up the rest of the clock in this half, right?
Because remember, it is Holmen's ball to start the
in the second half, so they got to try and do whatever they can to get some points on the board here.
Yeah, we're in what we like to call the middle 8 right now. Last 4 of the first half, opening 4 minutes of the second half are crucial to winning football games. Completion to Cat. Now 2nd down and 2. Oh, and a fumble on the snap, just a little low. Look at Colin Williams getting his shoulder in there. We 3rd down and 8. Not often at the D2, D3 level do you see quarterbacks double up on defense, but I think Williams likes the defensive side of the ball.
Right.
And they're knock some helmets.
You want them to play smart, hopefully not get hurt.
Yeah, we don't need Troy Polamalu out there from number 15. This is a snap to Laufenberg. Looking for his man and thrown short of Tripp. And no personnel change. This offense staying on the field. give credit to Sparta. They know what they want to do. They are trying to keep the ball out of this Vikings offense's hands, and never mind. There's the personnel
now
change.
They switch it up.
Old-fashioned broadcasting jinx. Man back to punt for Sparta. Gets it off, and Barth will take it at the 10. I mean, right up through the middle and up to the 20-yard line.
Good coverage there by Sparta. 2.5 minutes left in the half. Plenty of time for this Holmen offense to drive down the field and score one more time.
Yeah, try to get the 2-for opportunity.
I mean, we've seen how they are coming out of the second half.
Yeah, just came out the plum to start the second half last week. The kick return courtesy of John Faraday.
And the week before at Sauk.
Oh, and Alish, a nice job of reading the holes. Great blocking, and A.J. Alish wisely stepping out of bounds with the first down. Set up a Viking first down, and we'll take another look at that. Again, great blocking by the receiver and Barth. Set up the alley, and Alish bouncing out, giving himself a little more runway. It'll be Holmen ball. Their own 34, 2:22 remaining. Now a pitch to Barth off to the right, and Barth with an opening, tackled from behind by McTaggart. Credit to the senior on getting a hold of Barth at that moment. There was a lot of green space for the Holmen senior. He broke through. Now 2nd down and 2. And a fumble on the snap. It's just a mishandle as Barth falls on it. Now 3rd and 3.
So our field reporters at Onalaska are telling me that right now it is 14-7 Reedsburg with 5 minutes left in the half.
Well, Williams keeps it. Great decision by the senior quarterback on 4th down, and yeah, 1st down, Holmen. A crucial 3 plays as now 1:15 remaining. It'll be a timeout, Holmen. It'll be a timeout for us as well. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on WKTY.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
7 days a week, you can satisfy your cravings for street tacos, fajitas, all your favorites anytime at Hacienda Vieja in Holmen.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen.
Welcome back, folks. 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. Will be a pitch to Kane. Love the fullback pitch call as Kane finds the opening, cuts back inside, and Eli Kane prevents himself being tripped up, and a 55-yard run. I could see this one called back. We have a flag on the field, the Sparta 48.
Well, while we wait for that call, let's take a look at it, Teague.
Look at Kane just following his blocks. I think might have saw the block in the back. I don't know if it was hold necessarily. Legal use of hands call. That will move the Vikings back. Scott, you won't see many bigger swings of emotions in sports than a long touchdown followed by a penalty for the offense in football.
Big play, and then it's just wiped out. And then add some extra yardage on top of that you got to try and gain. We got just over a minute left.
First down and 13. See if Holmen breaks into the passing portion of their playbook again. Sparta almost showing a corner blitz. And a pitch to Kane. Just tried it on the other side and tackled from behind. Is Kane. Another timeout for Holmen. That was Zerty on the tackle. And we'll take a timeout as well. And we'll be back here with 57 seconds to go. We'll be back in 30 here on WKTY.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
For any plumbing problems, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service.
Welcome back, folks, to high school football on WKTY. Second down and a 12 before the Vikings as they come out of their second timeout. Eli Kane maybe catching his breath a little bit. Getting his number called twice in a row. It looks like there's a new man in at fullback. A speed option, pitch to Barth. Alish at the fullback spot, and Barth trying to cut out. Oh, sorry, that was Faraday.
Faraday.
Barth, one of the lead blockers on the play. A third down and 11. Holmen not rushing anything. Faraday, a great athlete in his own right, but I think learning lesson there for him as he tried to bounce outside of his blocker. Another pitch to Barth. Now Faraday with a chance to block, and Barth cutting up, and his quickness is impeccable. Jack Barth past the 20. Who needs timeouts when you have Jack Barth picking up first downs for you, Scott?
You got 20 seconds timeout while they move the chains. Probably see a quick snap, spike the ball.
Now at 12 seconds remaining, and Scott.
Let's take a look at that run again.
Barth taking the pitch. A nice job there by
Faraday blocking.
Yeah, got
Dagner out there.
Yeah, Connor Dagner. You can tell he's put time in the weight room over the years. Worked his way to the starting line. Showing off that athleticism. Coach Mike Bramwell saying to give credit to his youth football coach, Scott. Second down and 10 after the spike by Williams. Scott, heart rate's picking up a little bit here. Are we going to see our first Brock Needham field goal attempt on the season? Quick swing out to Barth, who gets up to the 9-yard line.
Still one timeout in his pocket.
And it will be called.
Coach Kowalski, might as well just keep it right here for right now, right?
Yes, I wonder if we'll see. I mean, the only other thing we'd see here is a pop pass. That's all you have in your playbook if you're trying to play for a field goal, right? That's assuming they're playing for a field goal. But there he is, the Brock star taking the field. So we've seen him nail plenty of PATs and plenty of touchbacks, but I believe our first official field goal attempt here by the Holmen Jr. Brock, of course, all-state wrestler, a soccer player as well in the fall. Holding for Needham and Nolan Lummis. Nolan's older brother, Kellen, state qualifier in the pole vault his senior year. Snap's good, hold is good, kick is up, and that is square through the upright.
Plenty of leg.
Would have been good from 40, Scott.
Yeah, let's take another look at that. Nice kick, nice hold.
Still on its way up. On to the 28-yard field goal to end the half. Not to end the half, as only 3 seconds.
One click of the.
Thought we'd maybe get the Holmen scoreboard operator bounce there.
So look at this kickoff. I'm guessing it's going to be a squib kick. Get that clock going right away.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crosswind. Don't know if it's necessarily touchback friendly. Holmen now up 17-0. The big field goal, Scott, as that puts the Vikings up 3 scores now. Folks, stay tuned in. Of course, we'll take a break, get a word from our sponsors. Stay locked in on the Viking. Oh, wait. Well, we have the Viking band tonight as a youth football night.
Well, we've got youth football. So I don't think the band will be out there. Probably be a little extended halftime.
Oh, and picking it up. The Spartan returner takes to the 41, and that will close out the first half, sorry. Vikings up 17-0 here in a week 2 play of Mississippi Valley Conference football. We'll take a quick break, get a word from our sponsors. Scott and I will be back to talk scores, Mississippi Valley standings, and some analysis here from the first half at Empire Stadium. So we'll take a break and be back here on WKTY.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen. A step into Hacienda Vieja in Holmen is a step into the traditions of Mexican food. Open 7 days a week, you can satisfy your cravings for street tacos, fajitas, all your favorites anytime at Hacienda Vieja in Holmen.
want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I am no regular citizen. Nope. Do you understand what you witnessing? You cannot tell what the difference is. I want it all and I'm winning it. I do not care about opinions. Time to make a few decisions so I can take a position. I'ma go get it, I'm punching and kicking. I keep on moving, they after me. Just do it and stop at a talking G. I'm not expressing no modesty. I can't see nobody stopping me. If there's a problem, I gotta solve it. Straight to the top, I can't see myself falling. I gotta grab it, there's no time for stalling. Number one son, it don't have other options. Now I'm fired up. I'm sorry, brother, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. I came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. Said I'm fired up. I'm sorry your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. Came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to high school football on WKTY. It would not be a pretty scene if you couldn't hear our voices and were just looking at us. I'm Teek Fenwick, joined by Scott Willinger for the halftime report here at Empire Stadium. Score here at halftime, Holmen 17, Sparta 0. Quick look at the scoring summary for this evening. Jack Barth with the 4-yard run in the first quarter. That play set up by the 40-yard pitch and catch from Williams to Barth. Apologies. Second quarter, Barth with his second rushing touchdown of the night. 23-yard run. You guessed it, Scott, on the toss to the right. And third score of the evening came at the end of the first half. 28-yard kick by the Brock star, Brock Needham, to make it 17-0. Big score there for Holmen, as that put them up 3 scores. Right now, holding Sparta to 0 points. 3 scores could be hard to come by for the Spartans. Obviously can't overlook them. They have that dangerous big playability, but right now the defense of this Holmen Vikings squad just looking so tough to not just score on, but even gain yards on at the moment, Scott.
Right, they are. I mean, right now through the first half, Sparta sitting with just 40 yards on the ground and 62 yards through the air, so just over 100 yards. And the weather isn't going to do them any favors coming into the second half here, trying to get any big pass plays. So we'll see if they can get something going.
And Scott, the Holmen chunk plays coming in huge here. Score only 17-0, but it looks like the Vikings have controlled most of the game. Give credit to the Spartans. I'd say a younger team, maybe a little overmatched coming into this, but they're still playing tough football right now, which is what we've come to expect of Sparta. But right now, Holmen taking care of business at the moment. Who's we talked about a lot of big chunk plays here. Who's leading the way in the box score for the Vikings tonight?
So obviously passing, Colin Williams, 49-yard pass play to Jack Barth. So he leads the way through the air, and on the ground we've got, I got to switch over here. 81 yards for Jack Barth, 18 for A.J. Alish, and 11 yards on 4 carries for Eli Kane. So 122 yards total on the grounds, 171 yards total offense. So Holmen hasn't really outgained Sparta by a ton, but I think that penalties have played a big part in that for Sparta.
Field position.
Yep, field position. So, and Holmen's come away with some big plays. So that's helped, I think, be the difference in this first half.
Keys for both teams. If you're the Vikings, play smart. Definitely don't get complacent, because it might have been a little hard for Sparta to find the end zone in the first half. We can see a completely different story in the second half. We've seen crazier things happen in high school football. If you're the Spartans, you don't need to make everything happen at once here. Right now, Scott, a quick look at the MVC standings. As we heard, Reedsburg is up on Alaska going into halftime. It was 27 to last. We heard not an MVC action, but Aquinas up on GET. We're still waiting on a score from the Lacrosse-Logan game. Other MVC games tonight. Logan plays Toma.
Sorry, didn't mean to step on you there, Teague. Trying to get that in. You brought it up. 28-7. Logan is up on Toma.
I want to thank Tyler for the update there. Tyler running the solo mission tonight on commentary. Give props to him. We got Baraboo and Lacrosse Central. That last MVC game taking place tonight. Standings in the Mississippi Valley as second half kickoff about to go underway. Holmen, Lacrosse Central, Lacrosse Logan, Natoma 1-0. Baraboo on Alaska, Reedsburg, Sparta 0-1. As we'll see how things shake up as we get towards the second half here. To get the results of some games this evening.
We'll
Scott,
see the kickoff here in just a second.
We've seen a lot of penalties. Sorry, now I stepped on you. We've seen a lot of penalties. I think they might need to clean things up. The coaches should call lap-ins, because clean happens with a lap-in, Scott.
Especially with teenage boys.
One of our loyal sponsors. You would know firsthand.
I would. They're not very clean.
Lap-ins are one of our sponsors, along with the Bernie Buckner, Andy's Main Street Auto, Enhanced Driving Institute, Holmen Cheese, The Grind Coffee House, W&B Financial, Beaver Builder Supply, Innate Barge Chiropractic, Hacienda Vieja, and of course, Firefighters Credit Union. Can't forget Next Level Exteriors.
Lots of great sponsors helping us bring these games to you all football season long. Really appreciate that. We love doing it. And you love it so much, you came out and did it on your birthday. Happy birthday, Teague.
Scott.
I would sing, but, I've got a face for radio, and here I am on camera. I don't even really have a voice for radio, so.
I almost feel younger at 31 than I did at 30. You get a little shock when you're out of your 20s, right? It's a fun decade. And then now 31.
It's been a while.
I feel younger than ever. I'm ready to go with the flow, and what better way to kick off your 31 than with some Friday night football, under the lights, under the rain. Let's take things back to the field as second half action about to get underway. Spartans kicking off a left to right here to start the second half, and hopefully we don't short circuit anything as the crosswind literally blowing the rain.
Oh, yeah.
And Faraday cutting up the field, and John Faraday, who opened up the second half with the score last week, takes it up to the 42-yard line. Colin Williams and the crew would take the field. Second half action underway. Will be Holmen ball. Solid first half for the Vikings. Looking to add to their lead. Try and put this game away. And a play in the backfield. Second down. And a 14 now. So good start there by the Sparta defense. Eichhoff and Peterson split out to the right and left. Speed option, pitch to Alish. Cleanly fielded, and Alish cutting up. Makes it a more manageable 3rd down and 7. Would be huge for the Vikings. Even if you don't score to get the drive, it started off with a long sustained drive to chew some clock. And 7 at the Holmen 45. Oh, Alish with the flare motion out to the right, and the pitch to Kane. Scott, we like to call that a little window dressing as a run to Kane, a fullback toss to the left. That motion by Alish, all it's meant to do is to get that defense just to even flinch. It throws them off.
Moving in the wrong direction. Give your running back an extra second or two there.
If you're thrown off even half a step, you give Eli Kane that advantage. He is going to make the most of it. We saw it there with the 12-yard gain and a Holmen first down now in Spartan territory. Williams on the out route to Alish. Gets up to the 28-yard line. Nice pass play there. Scott, we talked about this in the earlier weeks too. It's nice to see this Holmen pass game kind of work their levels a little bit.
Right, and it's not really just a one receiver either. So you see them starting to spread it out just a little bit. Obviously last week, a little different with the halfback option pass, but I mean we've seen pass attempts to Barth and Alish. So keep spreading those pass plays around and keep the defense honest.
First down at the 30-yard line. Jet motion by Alish. Another pitch to Kane, who racing to the corner will be Eli Kane. Untouched 30 yards to the end zone. Our crowd official, Eric Williams, signaling the touchdown.
Let's see if I was able to capture that one.
Well, look at that capture by Scott. Is that Kane?
No, that was the previous play.
That is not the touchdown play that
I
we
did not
captured.
catch it. Kind of disappointed in my production skills there.
Oh, looks like there will be a penalty on the defense. Maybe something we'll see assessed.
On the kickoff.
Holmen just gashing the Spartans on the outside lanes tonight.
Like I mentioned earlier, Teague, I mean, they're running that 5-2. A lot of guys tied up in the middle there, so.
Scott, I'd love to see the advanced stats on yards between the hashes and outside the hashes. Needham with the point after.
Plenty of leg.
Makes it 24-0. We'll take a quick break as the Vikings get ready for a kickoff. We'll be back in 45 seconds on WKTY.
Next Level Exteriors, taking your home's exterior to the next level, installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles and offering premium siding options to stand the test of time. Check out nextlevelexteriorsllc.com for a free consultation. Next Level Exteriors in Holmen.
Your carpet looks clean, but it's a jungle of spills, pet dander, and allergens. Lappins will turn that jungle back into a carpet. Dirt and grime are no match for their specialized truck-mounted units and the latest technology. Find Lappins online. Clean happens with Lappins.
For any plumbing problems, big or small, La Crosse area homeowners trust Bernie Buckner, Inc. Their experienced plumbers are available 24/7 for emergencies and a full range of residential services. Bernie Buckner, the name homeowners trust for reliable plumbing service.
Welcome back, folks. High school football on WKTY. Vikings are kicking off yet again, and what's a quasi-field attempt here for Brock Needham. There, I believe it was a personal foul for the Spartans. Needham on the kickoff from the Spartan 45. It is up and just short of the uprights. Doesn't matter on that
Couldn't
kickoff,
make it through.
though. Will be a touchback. So it'll be Sparta ball at to the 20. .10:03 remaining. Woffenberg taking the snap, give to McTaggart, who met by 6 Viking defenders. Can't credit just one number on that. Second down and 10. Scott, I don't know what it is, but this Holmen team at the start of the first half and at the start of the second half, almost every game, it just seems to be a tale of two different teams.
Yeah, it seems like second half, they go in, make some adjustments, come out fired up, and you're right, Teague. It's almost like there's a little feeling out process, and hopefully they can come out the rest of the season and have that fire and tenacity that they've got in the second half.
And the give to McTaggart on the sweep goes nowhere. So now be third down and 9, and defense has started every game. I think Holmen has kicked off to start every game this year. Maybe they're just playing with their food a little bit, trying to get a feel. You're right. Once you start playing a legit team, you've got to keep that intensity all 4 quarters. Tonight, no consequence on the scoreboard.
The defense, thankfully tonight they've been able to stay pretty fresh. There's been some sustained drives by Sparta, but almost feels like it's been even time of possession.
Holmen sending an extra man, and down goes Woffenberg. Tristan Brennan. And also looks like Jager Jepson. Scott, that's about 550 pounds of human being that was on the junior Spartan quarterback. You're feeling that one in the morning. Fourth down and 18, and just under 8 minutes to go in the third. Punted away, and a spiraling punt. Barth takes it at the 45, and Jack Barth takes it back up to the 30. More favorable field position for the Vikings. And this Holmen team, aside from that Onalaska game, just it's kind of like a boa constrictor with the pace, right? They get a good stop, set themselves up well, and just slowly extend their lead until you almost get to the breaking point for your opponent.
Well, it's funny because I think if you looked over the course of the season so far.
Oh, Williams throwing it deep to the left, and Eichhoff coming back for it. Eric, you teach him how to throw like that? I think the ball slipped out.
Yeah, that wet weather, I mean, it's going to be a little tough to get those long passes, those deep passes in. But as I was saying before the play, Teague, if you looked at the time of possession throughout the course of the season, I'd be willing to bet that it's in the opponent's favor. The Holmens come out and they, big plays, scoring quickly for the most part.
Second down and 10. A good play call. You got a good field spot there. Might as well send it deep. Your running game has been efficient enough. You're not worried about second down and 10. Another pitch to Kane. Same play they scored on before, and deja vu for the Vikings as it is a 32-yard run by Kane.
I think there was a flag on the play. Was there? I thought I saw one come in at the start of the play, but it might have just been optics on the camera. So let's take a look at this again.
First a 30-yard run by Kane, now a 32. And Scott almost dueling banjos in the touchdown department here for Kane and Barth. 6-3 coming into tonight. Barth pulled within 1. And now Eli Kane with an 8-5 lead.
Which is nice, Teague. I mean, it keeps the defense honest. They can't focus just on one back.
And the PAT is good. It makes it 31-0. 31 points for 31 years. We're going to be back in 48 seconds here on WKTY.
When your car's in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Welcome back to high school football on WKTY. Vikings kicking off yet again. Now with a 31-point lead, 7:24 to go in the third. Elijah Kane with a pair of touchdowns. The first half of this third quarter. Set to kick off. And the field is at the 15. Oh, a nice tackle there. We got to get a number on, I think that was Dalen Herman in on the tackle. Herman, of course, one of the starting D-backs for the Vikings.
I feel like we've called his name a few times this year on some big plays.
It's got a lot of junior representation for this Vikings defense. I think Coach Logan Brown has to be pleased about that development.
Right. I mean, that's one thing that they can look forward to next year.
Offenberg with the give to McTaggart, trying to bounce his way out, and McTaggart staying on his feet. Nice work by the senior running back for Sparta. Second down and 6. Sparta, one man out to the right, one to the left. Man in motion and a broken play. Good job by Laufenberg, able to recover it.
I think that center just a little antsy on that snap, worried about his block.
Third down and 12.
Of course, I would be too with big old Tristan Brennan right across the ball from me.
So yeah, third down and 12. Looks like I'm getting a phone call from my mom, who should know better at this point in the season. But, you know, love her dearly, so we'll get back on
Just calling
that.
to wish you a happy birthday.
Snap by Laufenberg. Throwing it deep to the right and overthrown. Target Gus Tripp.
Unless she's calling to tell us that we're having technical difficulties.
Fourth down and 12. Well, then that would be, yeah.
But, knock on wood.
Been good so far.
We have.
The rain not throwing anything off.
We haven't gotten electrocuted yet tonight. Thankfully, we are inside the press box.
It is only a minute of time coming off the clock. And a high punt, but it will be short and
Nice
take a
bounce,
Sparta
though.
bounce into Holmen territory. Vikings will still get it at their own 46. Holmen, Scott, I believe, what are they, 2 for 2 on their touchdown drives? 2 for 2 on their drives in the second half.
Yes.
I think that speaks to, again, you played a half of football, you're feeling the intensity already, and give credit to the coaches on their adjustments that they make. Barth in motion. Williams on the play action, throwing a deep to Eichhoff, and Alish in the same territory. I think
Threw it on a rope, just a little too much mustard on that.
And I think he can clean up the route running a little bit as well. Usually won't see 2 receivers that close with each other. It'll be second down and 10. But second down and 10, this is where the Vikings have thrived this evening. So maybe just an intentional setup.
Well, you got nothing to lose on that first down play. Try and feel out your passing game, get some practice in.
You got a good lead as well. Two receivers unbalanced to the left, and Williams are keeping it on the option, and Colin Williams off to the sideline. Can Colin Williams take it all the way up to the 5? Great call, a great execution by the quarterback.
Take another look at that play.
Wow, great blocking, and Holmen with a little window dressing. Scott had 2 receivers to the left.
Good vision there by Colin to step outside on that.
Going to the weak side of the formation. Now first down and a goal. At the 8-yard line of the Spartans. Sparta in motion. Give to Kane. Looking for his third touchdown of the night. And there it is.
He's got to be
Eli
close.
Kane hat trick.
Kept those feet
On
moving.
the give. Line gave him enough space to operate, and Eli Kane with his third touchdown of the evening. So we're now 37-0. We'll see running clock take effect after the kickoff. Needham for his 5th extra point attempt of the evening. And extra point is good. We're going to take a 60-second break as we get set up for kickoff. We'll be back. Holmen 38, Sparta 0.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen. A step into Hacienda Vieja in Holmen is a step into the traditions of Mexican food. Open 7 days a week, you can satisfy your cravings for street tacos, fajitas, all your favorites anytime at Hacienda Vieja in Holmen.
Welcome back, folks. High school football on WKTY. I don't know what's hotter right now, this Holmen offense in the third quarter or those fajita skillets from Hacienda Vieja. Needham gets set to kick off. And deep kick over the head, and that'll be a touchback. And we will see the clock start to run. So how about Kane? And not just 3 touchdowns in the game, but all in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, this Holmen offense has been on fire this quarter, coming out with a sense of urgency, trying to get the running clock going, I'm sure.
Yeah, might see one more drive. Usually the agreement between coaches, unspoken agreement, I should say. You see the starters maybe in for one more possession each way. Then they'll start to fill in. McTaggart right up the middle. A nice shoulder-to-shoulder hit there.
That was a good collision right up the middle.
Yeah, credit to both players. Didn't catch the number of the Vikings.
Smith.
Yeah, rotating new men. And a new number here on the left side, I think, number 54, Chester Yankee.
And number 91 at nose.
It'd be Micah Hertz. Oh, a nice job stretching that play to the outside.
Good pursuit there.
It'd be 3rd down and 4, and Scott might not be the starter, but that's why rotation players are so huge. You get fresh legs in there in the second half of a football game, and they can be all the difference.
And we got number 84 in at right end, or right D tackle, 18.
Yeah, Micah knows a co-worker with me at a convenience store that does not pay us advertising money to talk about, so we will say we're co-workers. Also in the band as well. One of the few players you'll see in pads during the halftime show. Sparta with 3 receivers to the left. Faking to the left now, to his right is Laufenberg, and just a bit deep for intended receiver Katz. Ayat on him.
So, I mean, we've
got
seen
5-on-5 out there.
We've seen that he's got an arm. That Laufenberg's got an arm. I think just the timing on some of those pass plays.
Well, and just a junior as well, right? I think his first year as a starter. And one thing about Sparta, their history of quarterbacks.
Yes.
Under the Dow regime.
Cole Wisniewski?
Cole, Ryan, I think Jordan's older brother playing at UWL, from what I heard. And punt is away. Barth taking it on the run and tackled at the 34. Number 77, Wyatt Morrow.
I'm surprised he didn't take that one to the house. Ended up catching that right in stride. He had a full head of steam.
Yes. And aside from the one kickoff, Holmen special teams playing a pretty solid fundamentally all the way around. First down and 10. Holmen starter still out unbalanced. 2 receivers to the right. Pitch to Barth to the strong side of the formation. Barth, look at that patience and turning on the burners past the 10. And Scott, that is an experienced varsity running back right there. Look at the patience by Barth, waiting for the hole to form.
You see this pitch here. Just kind of slow playing it, and then all of a sudden turns on the afterburners, and nice gain.
I mean, credit to the blockers, but Barth went 8 yards before he even had to make a decision, Scott.
Looks like we got an injury timeout on the field.
So we'll we'll wait until the Sparta player is off the field. We'll get a word from our sponsors and be back here on WKTY. Oh, never mind. Okay. He's up, folks. Great news.
He is.
Being walked off, that is 9, I think, Zerti. Apologies to our sponsors. But in that case, we'll be okay with that. Holmen offense will take the field again. Clock running. .90 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I think that play clock is going, so we'll see.
Bartha takes it on the power play. Jack Barth bouncing off the defender, and not just one hat trick, make it 2 tonight. Jack Barth hits a 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening on the 8-yard power play. 4th touchdown of the quarter for the Vikings. Wow, this Holmen offense just exploding.
I mean, when everything's clicking for them, they are a force to be reckoned with.
Score now a 44-0. We're a minute out from the fourth quarter. Snap good, hold good, kick good. 45-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. WKTY.
When your car's in the shop, it's nerve-wracking. Relax with the techs at Andy's Main Street Auto. For over 50 years, Andy's has been repairing your car from routine maintenance to major repairs. Andy's Main Street Auto, a service station that cares about service.
Enhanced Driving Institute has flexible classroom training or a self-guided online format. They offer pickup and drop-off from the Holmen High School with instructors who are your neighbors. Voted best of La Crosse County 3 straight years, EDI will have your Viking driving safe and soon.
Holmen Cheese is hiring. You can earn over $20 an hour with excellent benefits. Be part of the industry's leading manufacturer of dairy and plant-based cheeses. Apply now at holmancheese.com. Holmen Cheese, where your future begins.
Fuel your day with the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Enjoy weekly flavors with Wonder State coffee and delicious treats from the area's top bakeries. Swing by the drive-thru or relax inside. Visit the Grind Coffee House in Holmen. Get to know them better at thegrindholmen.com.
Welcome back, folks. High school football on the WKTY. Needham on the kickoff. And what past the arms of the Sparta returner will be a touchback. That was a Benish fielding it. A couple plays remaining here in the third quarter.
Like you mentioned, Teague, clock is running now. Only going to stop on timeouts, change of possession, and scoring plays and injuries.
Man in motion, Huntington, and McTaggart takes it up the middle. Second down and 5 as we see a few more new Holmen numbers in there. Wow, this might be one of my favorite player names on the Vikings. Boston Pop. Now that is a football name. You could tell me he played in the 20s and is an NFL Hall of Famer, and I would have believed it, Scott. I love that. He was meant for the gridiron. And in motion, second down and 4, and snap bobbled again. Laufenberg having to improvise and tackled. Chester Janke. With does that count as a sack then, or?
I would think so.
Chester Janke with his first varsity sack, and that is it for third quarter action, folks. So we'll be back. We'll take a 60-second break. Be back on WKTY.
Your trusted neighbor in banking. With over 150 years of experience as a walk-in, full-service bank, WNB Financial is honored to bring their tradition of excellence to the Holmen community. Walk in, say hello, and make your financial goals a reality.
Knowing where to start your next project gets a lot easier at Beaver Builder Supply. The showroom is open, local, and interactive. Take the first step on your home project at beaverbuildersupply.com. Beaver Builder Supply, proudly supporting the Holmen Vikings.
Dr. Chris Neely at Innate Life Family Chiropractic, partnered with Barge Berkeley Chiropractic in Holmen, provides the path to optimal health and well-being for your entire family. And he's a proud supporter of all Holmen Viking athletes. Search Innate Life Family Chiropractic in Holmen. A step into Hacienda Vieja in Holmen is a step into the traditions of Mexican food. Open 7 days a week, you can satisfy your cravings for street tacos, fajitas, all your favorites anytime at Hacienda Vieja in Holmen.
Welcome back, folks, to fourth quarter action here at Empire Stadium on WKTY. Teague Fenwick joined by Scott Willinger. Holmen Vikings lead the Sparta Spartans 45-0. Sparta offense with 3rd and 9 at their own 21. Laufenberg throws it on the curl route and incomplete. Nice coverage there Is that number 8? Trying to catch the number. Is that Landon Barg, the sophomore?
Well, it was definitely not Jaron Nygren.
Definitely who we saw in the stands. The most feared bowl cut in the Cooley region. In the punt, almost blocked. Verity, nice fair catch. No, fair catch by Verity.
Tongue twister there.
Holmen ball. Say that 5 times fast. We'll see which Vikings corpse comes out, the starters. Maybe some reserves making their way to the field.
So we had a little change up here. Well, not just a little change up, a whole new offense.
Yeah, Bennett Chill, that quarterback. Man in motion, a Shield keeping it, and Bennett Shield with a gain of 7. Trying to get the rest. We got Avery Smith, so both of the Smith twins getting some run tonight. Funny, I believe Avery and Aiden twins, Scott,
Yes.
nothing like each other.
No, I coach both of them in baseball, in youth baseball, and they are definitely different kids.
Second down and 4. I think Sparta giving some extra guys some field time as well. So Holmen will move to 2-0 in MVC play. Sparta 0-2. And Shield again calling his own number. And the chain gang is moving, Scott. So first down again. Viking first down with 8:45 remaining. Some more numbers of players over here. Cale Williams lining up out left.
Colin's younger brother.
And this one we thought Eric Williams would get a moment to breathe here in the stands.
Nope. A little false start there.
Oh, and I'll tell you what. Number 28, Caleb Agrich was thinking pay dirt there for a moment. '28's got good football number. No former Moss and Golden Eagle that represented it.
It wouldn't be his birthday today, would it?
You just put 2 and 2 together pretty quickly there.
I'm not your average lineman. I do have
Hey,
a little bit of a brain. I play it
besides
down
the
a lot.
quarterback, linemen got to be the smartest players in the game on offense, I'd say. Agrich in motion again, a speed option, pitch to Agrich, and tackled in the backfield. Caleb, a part of the Holmen Team State semifinalists.
In wrestling.
In wrestling.
In wrestling.
Yes. Sorry.
Clarify that for you just a little bit.
My default setting is wrestling.
Yes.
So I think I just.
I think everybody that's tuning in right now probably knows that, but.
So once
for
I got
those
into
that
wrestling
don't.
talk, I didn't specify.
And I don't think that we've really had any wrestling talk tonight. So
proud of me for that.
no, I enjoy it. I'm hoping that get to have you on the mic with me a lot more this winter.
Second down and 19. Maybe a little bit, and I'll probably be in all corners of the state as well.
Probably.
Shield under center. A man lined up split to the left. Egrich in motion, and false start on the play. And again, the running is that 42. That was Pink Sue last year. And Pink Sue again, I think, thinking it's funny. You have that whistle called, and the running back takes a few extra steps. And
he sees daylight, and he's
he got to wrangle him back in. We'll look for some more MVC scores here. Have our field reporters out there tuned in. Try and find something. And the give to Ping Su. Get third down and about 21. And a new man in, number 29, Drew Hendrickson. Is that did Drew wrestle in the father-son duel? Or am I thinking of a different Hendrickson?
Drew and Slade?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be Slade Hendrickson, the all-name dad team. And the pitch to Drew. Cuts up, picks up a few yards, and that'll be fourth down and 16.
Always a good time, right? The father-son duel.
Good little palate cleanser to get wrestling season started. Fourth down. 17. Holmen keeping their offense there. Man in motion. Shield calling his own number, and Bennett Shield. Oh, horse collar. And there's the flag. Horse collar tackle.
Take another look at that run there, Teague.
Hey, love to see the reserves laying it all out on the field on both sides. Shield, great read, cut straight up. That's exactly how it should look on those options. And who needs passing when you have...
I didn't catch all of that, Teague, but they did pick up the penalty flag.
Now first down and 10. The Sparta 20-yard line. And I don't think Holmen, I'm sure the guy's on the field trying to score, right? The coach is reeling back the play calling a little bit. I think just looking to get to the end of the game with 0 injuries. Shield again pulling the ball and taking it up.
Yeah, right now our field reporters in Onalaska are telling us that Reedsburg is up 26-7 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Little delay, it seems, right now. No running clock. Scott, how about that one? I mean, we can start previewing it next week a little bit. Reedsburg, Holmen.
Yeah. Homecoming.
Rematch from week 9 last year. That was part of that 5-ingredient chaos that led to the 5-team tie.
I mean, we didn't have a whole lot of viewers get to listen to that game, unfortunately, but, I mean, it was a great game. The result wasn't what Holmen
just
wanted.
ended up on the wrong side of it. That you still got to appreciate a good football game when you get one.
I mean, end of the game, it was back and forth until Reedsburg finally pulled away.
So Holmen versus Reedsburg. We'll get a look. Sparta will be taking on Toma, Scott. The Battle of I-90. Now 3rd down and 10.
And we'll be in Toma in a couple weeks. Still remember the 4 overtime game.
4th down and 4.
But yeah, next week's matchup, I mean, at least, you know, to be completely honest, Teague, to me, I was thinking at the outside of the season or onset of the season that that game was going to decide the conference champion. So we'll see.
Which is a great proclamation to make in the Mississippi Valley, where any madness can happen. Now Reedsburg,
with 1 loss already,
maybe to their advantage, their back's against the wall.
Right.
They might have a little more itch, but if you're Holmen, you got to be on top of your game going into that. You have homecoming, which is fun, right? But it could also be a distraction. Will be a turnover on downs. This will keep the clock running. Scott, we can pull up some stats as well as I'll go through the scoring summary. First quarter, we got a 4-yard run by Jack Barth to get things going. The second quarter, Barth with his 2nd touchdown of the night. Needham a 28-yard kick to close out the first half. Third quarter, Holmen opening things up. Elijah Kane, 3 touchdowns in a row. And Jack Barth capping off the scoring night. Both Barth and Kane with 3 touchdowns apiece to make it 45-0. Sparta with one last play. Give up the middle and lower his shoulder to the Spartan ball carrier, and that will do it here at Empire Stadium. Vikings improve it to 2-0 in conference play, now 4-0 on the season. Has to be their first 4-0 start in a long time, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, typically non-conference, tough competitors, and usually come away 1-1 in non-conference. It's got to be a good feeling for this Holmen football team to start out strong like they have, overcoming adversity last week and ended up 4-0 on the season so far.
Yeah, maybe if you're nitpicking, right, on a 45-0 victory, another somewhat slow start. Defense held their own again, but I think to beat Reedsburg next week, you got to play all 4 quarters. But we saw we saw a much cleaner game for the Vikings tonight, aside from a couple of penalties and fumbles in the first half. They figured things out. Man, Vikings and Beavers next week is going to be a fun one. Scott will wrap some things up here with some stat leaders on the game.
Yeah, rushing, Eli Kane, 8 carries, 94 yards, and 3 TDs. Jack Barth, 8 carries, 115 yards, 3 TDs. I got one more here. Actually, that was, yes. Colin Williams, 54 yards rushing. So, total on the ground, another outstanding performance by the Vikings. 329 yards gained on the ground. And then Williams, 3 of 7, 61 yards passing. Receiving, you got Barth, 2 receptions. A.J. Alish, 1 reception. So, great job all the way around. And look at Sparta's stats here real quick. McTaggart. I'm sorry. Laufenberg, 6 of 11, 52 yards, 62 yards total through the air for Sparta. McTaggart, 15 carries for 58 yards. And Sparta, a total of 34 yards on the ground. So Holmen defense standing strong again, only allowing 96 total yards on the game. Obviously, that's a little. I think Sparta was over 100 at the half. So there was obviously penalties and negative yardage plays. So good job by the Holmen defense in the second half, along with the explosive plays by Holmen.
Yeah, and Scott, whenever you see a shutout, I mean, you got to say it's a next-level performance by the defense. If you want a next-level performance on your household, call Next Level Exteriors. We want to thank our sponsors one more time. Next Level Exteriors, Lappin's, Bernie Buckner, Andy's Main Street Auto, Enhanced Driving Institute, Holmen Cheese, The Grind Coffee House, WNB Financial, Beaver Builder Supply, and Nate Barge Chiropractic, Hacienda Vieja, and, of course, a Firefighters Credit Union. Scott, if you don't have anything, I will sign us off with another great night of football.
I'm good, and I can't wait till next week.
Another Vikings victory. Beautiful way to celebrate a birthday. And now just you, Scott, and the fans here, but also all of you tuning in at home. Over 150 people tuned in at once, which we love to see. Football season is getting into a full swing here. WIAA. Thanks once again to Scott for making all the production action happen. Our field reporters for giving us the scores, and all of you listening in at home, and of course our sponsors one more time. Been a beautiful day, a beautiful night, and a great game. Signing off on behalf of Scott and myself, I am Teek Fenwick. Have a great night. Hi, Brian.